Kleine B'nai Mitzva and Be'ahavta.
הדברים האלה אשר נקי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושבתך וקומך ושבתם מאוד עליך והיו בתותפות בעיניך ובטחתם עמדו בביתך ובשעריך ולמען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמן.
We're going to join together in Micha Mocha, and after that, Gabe is going to present some of his thoughts about our trip and our visit. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Micha Mocha Ba'alim Adonai Micha Mocha Nedam HaKodesh Norah Tehilot Norah Tehilot Tosef Ele La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la
To me, being in Israel is really special because this is the homeland of our ancestors. We are literally walking in their footsteps. Everyone that we read about in the Bible, they actually existed here, as we have been seeing evidence of. All of the structures, buildings, and synagogues that we read about, they actually exist and appear on our itinerary. This is just so awe-striking to me and forces me to realize that the Torah is almost like God's record book about what had actually happened. I also feel at home here, just because this is, by law, a Jewish state. This is felt and proved to me by a large number of reasons. One of those reasons is that the first language of 80% of the population is Hebrew, the language of our Jewish ancestors, revived about a century ago by a Jewish founder. Another reason for me, for my feeling at home here, is because a lot of the country revolves around Judaism. This is shown by big things, like the fact that the entire country is considered a Jewish state and homeland of the Jews, that most of the country shuts down for Jewish holidays, and that it is run 100% by a Jewish government. This is also proved by small things too, like the fact that you don't have to go to a Jewish school in order for winter break to be called Hanukkah break instead of Christmas break. My last point does not relate to only Israel, and that is how the country is so old and so historic. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the history and the fact that for all we know, there could be a fortress inside of this mountain built by the Crusaders. And in the area below, Herod could have resided while he watched this fortress being built. Back in the U.S., we would never find a preserved ancient city overlooking the Pacific Ocean. You would never dig down 30 feet to find an ancient fortification wall used by a famed civilization. The history just doesn't exist for all that we know. So what I think is just so incredible, so fantastic, is simply the richness and diversity of the history of this impressive country that is Israel. In conclusion, Israel is an amazing country to be in, and with such a different and diverse culture. I have had so much fun this entire trip, taking it all in and learning about it all. I sincerely hope to come back to Israel in the near future.
Shakar. Bottom of page 11. Ooh. La 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 Adonai. Please rise. La 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 Sakartika. La 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 Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilate. La 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 Sakartika. La 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 Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilate. Baruch Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei HaYakov, V'zocher HaStevot V'imot, U'meviv B'nei Leihem, L'man Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer Mashiach Magid, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, V'chei HaKol Rav Le'oshia, Amrikatam B'Chesed, V'chei HaKol B'Rachamim Hamid, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, U'matir Asurim, U'mekayei Emunato, V'shenei Afar, B'chamocha B'gevurot, U'mido Melah, Melech Meid, U'mechayei, U'matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atah Hayota, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayei Havot, Shemcha ba'olam, Keshem shemakdishim אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. לעומתם ברוך יאמרו, ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו, ודברי קודשך כתוב לאמור, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור. הללויה, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. כי אל מלך גדול וקדוש אתה, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Please be seated. You know, when we're at home in San Rafael at Road of Shalom, it's kind of easier to sing Sim Shalom than to sing it here in some ways, because we can be there hearing about everything that's going on here, and we say, we pray for Israel, or we pray for the Middle East and wish them peace. And now we're here, and what do we see about peace being here?
Not very evident.
Pardon? Not very evident. And what else? It's another great Hebrew word to learn, misubach. It's very complicated. Thanks to all that Renee has taught us, we see that, and Professor Hazan from yesterday, we see that peace and the prospect of peace is very complicated. And maybe it feels hard to pray for peace because we feel like, what are we praying for peace for? But maybe the opposite's true. Maybe that's all the more reason that we need to pray for peace, because it's complicated. And so we keep praying. And maybe one day there'll be peace. And so we pray for peace, singing Sim Shalom. Aren't you guys stand up and let's talk? Okay. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol Yisrael amecha barcheinu yotzreinu kulanu ke'echad be'or panecha ki be'or panecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu. Sim shalom, like we mean it. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol Yisrael amecha. Baruch atah Adonai v'barech et amo Yisrael. Take time now for silent prayer. Andrew, would you read the prayer, personal preference?
Me, Andrew.
Yes.
I think, now that I look back, I'd rather drive a taxi in Jerusalem than be the king of all of South Dakota or the cantor in the great ancient synagogue of West Rangoon. I don't know why. Here the sun sets red, and there the sun sets red. Here the trees sway with infinite grace, and there the breeze moves the leaves with equally gentle fingers. I don't know why I'd rather drive a taxi in Jerusalem, but neither have I come to know just why the seed becomes a daffodil and not a rose.
Oh, say shalom, bin Roma, Huya, say shalom, aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oh, say shalom, bin Roma, Huya, say shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. In Roma ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. And I just have to say before you read your drash how excited I am that you're here and that you've brought your family with you. We thank goodness for golf, and I wish you mazel tov on your gold medal, and are so glad that you're with us here today.
Rabbi Stacy, Mom, Dad, Jake, and friends. I know I was supposed to talk about Masada. However, I want to talk for a moment about my trip here in Israel and what it means to me. I will no longer just say the words Israel, Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, or Caesarea, because I now have been here. When we read from the Talmud about Jerusalem, we can now say we have all been here and on Masada together. There will always be images in my mind. Seeing my dad play golf and win a medal yesterday in the Maccabiah will always be a memory. Also a memory will be our flight over here and all the problems we experienced. I always wondered what Masada would be like, and now here we are sharing the experience. I want to thank Rabbi Stacy, Cantor David, and my mom and dad for coming up with this idea to have my bat mitzvah here in Israel. To Jake, thank you for being here to share this unbelievable experience. Shalom.
So I'm going to invite the grandparents. Will you represent all the kids' grandparents today? Is that all right? So I'm going to invite the grandparents and then all the parents of the B'nai Mitzvah kids and then the 5 B'nai Mitzvah kids to come up here and we're going to pass down the Torah. And we always remember that when we do, the 4 of you grandparents and the 10 parents and the 5 kids represent a line that goes all the way back, not just to Herod and not back to Abraham, but back even before that, forever, right? And God willing, will continue forever as well. So let's rise. And why don't you stand here? So if you have the grandparents there, and the parents here, and then the 5 kids line up next to them.
Yes, absolutely.
Front of the line.
Absolutely.
Front of the line.
Absolutely.
Where do you want us from?
Yeah, we're not gonna, so we want the grandparents to be standing side by side, and then the parents, and then the B'nai Mitzvah kids.
One second, I need sunglasses.
Okay, of course. So if I can have the grandparents over here, because we're gonna pass through the generations.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. There you go. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Udevar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, as soon as you're holding it. Gadlu Adonai ti uneromema shemo yachdav. Can you hold it? Is it too heavy to walk around with it? Okay. Why don't we walk around and let everybody kiss it, and when it gets too heavy, you can pass it to the next person. Romemu.